was putting this on.
Bam.
Focus. Do not disturb. Great. Whoa.
Yeah, dude. All right, I think that's what I need. And we are ready to rock and roll. You know what's really funny? You were talking about like the Tai Chi group that you saw converging on the walk.
The sweet, sweet old people.
Oh, that is so nice.
I loved it. They were all so excited to see each other, too. And you're just like, oh, this is nice. You guys are friends. You like really like each other.
And they have community.
Yes.
That's what it's all about, right? Mm-hmm. Well, you know what's funny? On the way here, this is something that I saw that was really rare. So there was this one lady sitting on the subway across from me, and we pull up to like one of the stations in Queens, and she turns around and she sees like her sister or somebody that she knows. They planned that meetup, and they timed it out and they also spaced it out to the car. I haven't seen anything like that in like forever.
Hold on. I definitely got lost along the way. Was this like synchronized? They get out of their car and meet up? Hold on. What's going on?
So
I think it's when the car part was added in.
So the lady sitting across from me, and like her friend, sister, or whatever, apparently they like planned the meetup, like to the time and to the spot.
Oh, and they were on the train
at
the same time.
Yeah.
So they had planned it so well that they were even in the same car.
Yes.
I love that.
I haven't seen anything like that since I was like a teenager. Yeah. And that was with no phones. Like you had to be like so specific.
Yeah.
You were like, yo, I'm going to be on this platform this time. First car, conductor car, last car.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to say like, oh, you're going to meet me on the fourth car at West 4th at 3:59. Get out of here with that shit. I don't want that. But that situation, that was unreal.
They did it.
But then it got even funnier because it got into Manhattan and the doors were open and the dude was sitting by the door. And then he looks out and he's like, hey, he puts his hands out, gets a high five from some dude that he knows on the platform. I was like, wait, what? That hardly happens anymore.
Just running into somebody randomly. I do run into people randomly.
What?
Maybe it's like the energy you bring. Like I'm also like a really good person. Like just
to
see
excuse me.
No. Just to see. End of story. I'm a really good person. This has been a great episode. Feeling really good about everything. No, I'm a really great person just to run into because we can have like 2 seconds back and forth and be like, okay, this was very nice. Gotta go.
Oh, you're not going to do the small talk?
Yeah. Like,
you're not going to do the catch up?
If we gotta go places.
Okay.
I gotta go. I gotta be on that next train that's going. If you were getting on that next train with me, we could continue this conversation. But I'm gonna say hello to you. I'm not gonna pretend I didn't see. Well, sometimes I do pretend to not see people. But
you do the duck.
No, I don't. You know what? I think I just become invisible.
Karen, the duck. She does the duck. How do you become invisible?
I don't know.
What matrix razzmatazz is this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I do think I can become invisible. The amount of people that try to step on me and like it's like I'll be on the train and I'll just be reading my book, but it's like I'm not taking up a lot of space. And so I think I do become invisible.
No.
Yeah. Then of course I hit them with my book. When they get too close, it's like my book is now my shield. If you get too close,
God.
I am going to
You're gonna jab
I'm
with
gonna
the book.
lightly jab you in
now,
the back.
Wait, hardcover or soft cover?
It's usually soft cover because it's cheaper.
That doesn't do.
But also soft cover has a sharp corner too. The hardcovers, it's not as sharp that corner because it's like rounded.
So listeners of the Bake Sales Session podcast, I want to let you know we've uncovered three high qualities of Meghan O'Malley. So she is a good person to run into. Number one.
Yeah, because it's gonna be quick.
It's going to be quick.
I'm not going to waste your time.
She's not going to waste your time.
We're going to keep going.
She is an avid reader because who's able to stab people on the train with a freshly sharp-cornered book every time they're on the train? Okay, so there's two.
Yeah, stop trying to step on me.
See, there it is. See, there it is. And then 3, you're just able to talk it out and let it all go.
Yeah.
So there's the 3
You gotta throw
right
it out.
there.
Gotta throw it out.
You see, but you know what's funny? You know what's funny about throwing it out? Oh my God, this is like mwah, throwing it out.
Throwing it
So
out.
a couple days ago, I wanted to do. If you didn't see that, and I got to see if we got video for that,
Yeah.
she did what is known as a jump shot,
Yep.
and she made it whoosh like it was an 8-bit video game.
We were
Whoosh.
JV champs.
Oh!
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Long Island Catholic High School JV champs.
What?
2000? You know what? I got the plaque at home.
You got the plaque at home?
A friend of mine stole it off the wall in school. They wound up getting a replacement one. I did admit during the pandemic to the school that I had the plaque, but then I went through a fire and the fire made it through the plaque. So the plaque's not going back to the school because now it makes me laugh. And it's also kind of like special that it made it through the fire.
Dude.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, all right, that thing's really cool now.
Why is that not in your pilot? You should put that. You should why don't you do something like that?
Yeah.
Would you?
I mean, we got to explore it. The fire
Yeah.
stuff still needs time.
I think
it hasn't been enough time yet.
I think we have to explore it, and I will explore that with you.
Yeah,
But-
we're going on an exploration.
Exploration. So I'm taking out recycling, all the
Recycling.
cardboard, and the unwritten rule in my building is not leave it in the trash room on your floor.
Okay.
Be a good person and put it downstairs.
Oh, the cardboard.
Yeah,
Yes.
like all the boxes. So I did that.
Broken down, right? You,
Yes.
You break those boxes
Break them down. Sometimes you break them down, or if you have one and a bunch, you make it into a cradle.
It doesn't make sense that it's really hard to break
Right.
down a box because when you're opening the box, you already have a sharp object that you're using to cut it open. So why don't you take everything out of the box at that very moment because you're going to put it all away. Nobody doesn't want to take things out of a box. Flip it over and cut it real quick, and then it's all folded. Take your address off of it so somebody can't steal your identity, and have a wonderful day. Everything's now folded up and ready for it to be taken out.
And that was another Frank the Tank moment from Meghan O'Malley.
It drives me crazy. I really do think that there's a special place in hell for people that do not break down their boxes. It is one of my hills I will die
No,
on.
I understand it.
Drives me insane.
and this story, this story is going to be similar to last week where it's the little man section. So be ready. Are you ready?
Man. Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, so I got all the boxes broken down, this, that, and the other. The elevator's on 3, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to wait for it to, go upstairs. I'm going to be good and get my steps in, too. I'm going to take the stairs. So I get down to the stairs, and I see a neighbor say good morning. They don't say anything. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But they have like a cart, and they're doing all their keys, and they've got, kiddos and all kinds of stuff going on. So I'm like, okay, I got a chance to beat the elevator because it already went down to the lobby, to beat the elevator and the neighbor and just skate right through and drop my stuff off. So I'm going down. I get to one. My finger's ready, and the boom, it's going up, and I hit it, and it's going up. And I'm like, no! So then I look at the boxes, and I'm like, you sons of bitches. So I go all the way around from the front.
Okay, so now we're mad at the boxes. now it's the box's fault for existing. It's the box's fault for existing. Okay? The boxes didn't create the system, Adrian. The boxes are just existing in what is in front of them. They are doing their best.
Well, I still
They were
was
once
doing...
trees.
So anyway, it's all a hellscape anyway. So I'm out there in the front, and I run into 2 neighbors, really cool, but they didn't do the Meghan O'Malley. We did the catch up, and I still had to go catch a train, go to work, get on TikTok, and sell my wares. I was like, oh, but it was so good because we were catching up. When I looked, we were catching up, looked, and then we're like, okay, we split. Go all the way back around to the basement entrance and then drop off the boxes And then my guy is like, check this out. I was like, ah! He's like, you smell that? I was like, yeah. He's like, that's right. That's success. Because he just like swabbed down everything and everything was pristine. I was like, oh, okay. I can dig that. And I was like, I still did my good deed, but it didn't go unpunished. Because I got stopped every single way because I'm a friendly guy.
Yeah.
I'm a good guy.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Right? Because you're also adding to your community.
Oh, wow.
Right? Because you are drawing in that energy. So people want to talk to you because of what you are giving out.
Wow.
Right? It's like what we put out is like what we want to attract.
Wow.
So some people are attracting the wrong attention, and sometimes you have to make changes within yourself. Right? Easier said than done. I did hear that on another thing the other day. I don't even know what I listened to anymore. It could have just been the Drew Barrymore show.
Oh my God.
Therapy.
They're all doing therapy.
Yeah, she really is trying to deal with her inner child, and it's like, you get it. We've all, like, she's gonna.
Yeah, but hers has been special.
Yeah, maybe she should do ayahuasca.
Like Chelsea Handler did?
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be filmed. I think that's what she needs to release. Release of the filming of the therapy and just go do it.
I think it's so ingrained.
Yeah, that's she can break that. But
and it's your job. Imagine that. Like in the 80s, I was like, yo, I want to be on one of these shows. In the 90s, I was like, I want to be on one of these shows. And then you see all the reports and you're like, maybe not.
Yeah, which shows?
Like anything, like different stroke, all that type of stuff. Different strokes,
okay.
like the sitcoms, like all that. I was like, yo, I want to do that stuff. And then you see these documentaries, you're like, oh.
Maybe it was a good thing I wasn't charismatic as a child. That's good. I had a lot of stage fright.
No, there was no stage fright with this kid. But my mother was like, we're not doing that. So it just was never like a thing. She's like, nah, school. And then it's like, that was the whole time when you were seeing like Todd Bridges and all these other people going through all their stuff. She's like,
that was Dana Plato, right?
Yes.
Yep.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, dude, it was like you thought they had the whole thing. And then you find out they all hated each other. I'm like, dude, you guys were working the best job ever.
Yeah, they're also doing a lot of hard drugs.
No, but you know what first freaked me out? I was like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 or something like that. On the front cover of a newspaper back in the day.
Whoa, real newspaper?
Real newspaper, and it was front page. This is how you knew the times were. It was about how the cast of I Love Lucy all hated each other. It was like some big memoir that came out, and everybody's like, oh, my God. And it's like you read it, they're like pissed off about who got more lines. Yeah. I'm like, you guys were on television. You were making people laugh. You were getting paid to do it. And this is what y'all do? And it was like every show that I liked had all those problems.
I guess you don't know how your ego will react until you're in that situation, because you like to think that you look at that and you're just like, well, you just need to check your ego. But I think when you get to that level and everybody's telling you like how amazing you are and really building you up so much, especially at that young age,
right?
It's like the ego wins.
Wow.
So it's like, I would hope that when I get up to that level, we'll use when, I just, remember to check the ego.
Oh, we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It's easier as you get older, because then you're just like, I don't know, my ego's gone.
Exactly. You know what's funny? When I'm on IG and I see somebody post like an achievement or an accomplishment or whatever it is, like immediately heart it, compliment it, and DM them like, keep posting that stuff. Because when I see it, it makes me motivated to keep going forward. Yeah. Like I don't understand how some folks, like you said with the ego, see a post or see somebody achieve something and be proud of it, and then they're like, make the face. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it should be a motivation to keep you moving forward. Because I want to be able to do that too. Yeah. And I'm going to, whatever I got to do within reason, I'm going to make that happen for myself. Yeah. But kudos to them.
Yeah. But then at the end of the day, we're all human.
That is true.
So sometimes you see somebody who it's like, it's like maybe you were fighting with at one point, and you're just like something good happens to them. You're like,
Right.
I'm happy for them, but also I'm like a little annoyed. But
I get
I'm
you.
Also, yeah. So.
Well, you know what's funny? I think like, again, seeing somebody in person probably would be more annoying because with the context of a post, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, there's no context to anything. There's no context to the hashtags. You're like, oh, okay, hashtag, I'm on the way up. Okay, great.
Yep.
So that's pretty much,
Good for you.
Yeah.
And it turns out they got a step stool.
There you go.
Yeah. Now they can get to that top shelf all on their own.
That's right.
Real exciting.
And with that is the beginnings of what is known as the Bake Sale Session Podcast. This is episode 12.
12.
Yes.
Wow.
Can you believe it? A whole dozen.
God, that's
a lot of eggs. Oh my God! Do you know what that was?
Yosemite Sam? My stuttering, or was it?
No, man. That was like an improv activity. You dummy.
Yeah. Oh,
the mind meld. Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love mind melds.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a lot of eggs.
Listen, I was really good at mind meld to the point that the teacher was like, "You're cheating," and it's like,
No.
"I'm not cheating. I'm really good at mind
Dude,
meld."
that was freaky. Episode 12.
What's it called?
Cinnamon Roll OG.
Whoa. Yum, yum, yum. I've really been in the mood for a Cinnabon.
What?
I know. I'm just like, do I go to Penn Station to go get that Cinnabon?
I know, but it's going to be like massive.
I know. Well, I take it home and definitely, but then it's also weird that I'm going to Penn Station to get a Cinnabon.
Yeah.
Go home and eat it with a fork. I think I might just make Cinnabons. Anyway.
Wait, you eat it with a fork?
Well, if it's that big.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, like I'm just going to get so dirty.
Oh my God. So wait, there is one, I forget, it's like in San Antonio or something. It's like the size of a plate or something.
So everybody that goes there has diabetes immediately, right? Like, are we just handing out Ozempic on the way out? They're like, congratulations, now you have type 2 diabetes. You're gonna manage it well.
I had to audition. I had to audition for that.
Yes.
I was like, no, I don't know if I want to.
I want to audition for that one. Please send me.
I was like, yo, I can't sing, dude.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to because with the song for the Jardians, I feel like I've been studying the Jardians commercial so much.
What?
With that, you can sing in whatever key you want. So there is no wrong way to sing. I have type 2 diabetes and I manage it well.
Manage it well.
It's a little pill with a big story to tell.
Story to tell.
Take one's daily Jardians.
Jardians.
At each day start. I think that's all we can sing. We can't finish it
Yeah.
for legal reasons.
The lawyers. I don't want to be sponsored by Jardians.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind that. We get some of that Jardians money.
You know what we have to do? Half of it has to go into the community.
Okay.
Half of it has to go to the community because
Right.
there's
You
no
hear
way.
that, Jardians, you hear that? Jardians, you wanna give back to the community?
There you go.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
And keep our lights on.
That's right. So that was the cinnamon bun.
Yeah.
That's the one. Me, I
So
prefer.
inspiring.
I
Look
know.
how much it's already inspired us.
I prefer. What is it? Annie's.
Oh, Auntie Anne's?
No, the roll in the refrigerator. Annie's. The organic cinnamon
didn't know
rolls.
they had a
Yeah,
cinnamon roll.
they do.
Wow.
I still hate it though, because I don't like opening that shit for anything.
Oh,
It scares the
you're gonna
shit.
get scared
Yes,
this thing's gonna
I
pop?
don't like it. I don't like it. I never have.
It definitely did freak me out as a
Yo,
child because I'm like,
no,
what
but
is that? But what is that?
I'm 46 and
So
it
it's
still freaks me out.
It's air pressurized in there? Like, what's going on?
Like I peel it. I'm like Buddy the Elf with the
Yeah.
not the jack-o'-lantern, the Jack in the Box.
Yes.
And then it's like, it's like boop. I've never liked it. I've never liked it.
Because it's not pressure. Well, maybe it is. Could it be from the yeast?
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah.
making. Okay.
All that chemical reaction and stuff.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
nice.
so they got the Annies and whatnot, and that's really good.
Oh,
So I could only take down one,
yeah.
and I don't like icing, so just a little bit.
Oh, I love the icing. That was always our treat. We had the Pillsbury one.
Wow.
But that was our treat on like a snow day.
Right.
After we shoveled the walk, after the manual labor that I was put through as a child, I was given a cinnamon bun.
Oh my God.
And it was...
Sounds about right.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked. I was like, what? I got another cinnamon bun if I go over to Grandma and Grandpa's right now and go shovel them? Okay.
You know what I was able to do? Oh, you're going to love this. So, every Sunday, I was tasked.
Every Sunday.
The newspaper
yeah.
and the groceries.
Got it.
And
is this after church?
No, sometimes it was not. There was not even church involved.
Great.
It was just like,
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is your deal. You're doing this. I was doing that from like the 3rd grade.
Okay.
This is Gen X latchkey.
Yes.
Boop, 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 boop. So I would go with a set amount of dollars in the 90s, and I would keep the change. So what I would do is I would look for everything that was on sale, and I would clip coupons. And my mom, they were so impressed, but they forgot that I was keeping the change. So after the course of like 2 or 3 weeks, I'm rolling to junior high school with like $50.
Yeah.
So then I become the bank of junior high school.
Okay. So how are you like loaning out?
Yeah.
You're loaning
Yeah.
out. And are you getting it back with interest?
Yeah. Because I'm like, hey, if you want me to lend you money again, this is what you're going to have to do. And then, see, this is where...
And how old are we?
I'm like 13.
13. Okay.
14.
A young entrepreneur.
Yeah. But then, so the dudes, yeah. And the girlies, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So it all worked out.
It all worked out.
Do we get in trouble at some point?
Never.
Don't get busted.
Never.
All works out.
All works out because
you
I was a
actually,
nice guy.
You help people out.
Yeah.
Because you're giving them money so they can go get something, and then they're going to bring you back just with a little bit because
exactly.
They helped you out.
There it is. So
you helped them out.
Hustling from day frickin' one.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. That was my deal.
Honestly, it's innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were running a business.
I can't wait to hear that voice crack when I listen to this on Monday.
Yeah.
That was good. That was sweet.
That was a very good crack.
Yo, the whatever that meter is gonna be like boing.
Yep. It's gonna be worth it.
And you know what? This episode of the Bake Sale Session podcast is...
Everybody's like, what are they smoking? What? They're literally probably at this point like, actually, I think I need to know what they're smoking right now.
This episode has been brought to you by Flores Farms, Dior, a sativa, a floral and sweet smoke with hints of pine. It's energizing, for sure.
It is very elegant.
It is elegant.
It was an elegant smoke.
You know what? I like that.
Because I smoked more than like usually I'm like 3 hits. That's good.
Right.
Let me put this away.
Right.
But this, I was just like, let me light that back up again.
Yeah. You know what? I like the way you roll.
Yeah.
That is something. Oh my God. So yeah, I picked that up yesterday. I was like, Flores Farms,
Nice.
mint. So that's what I'm feeling right now. And you're feeling elegant.
Well, I said it was an elegant smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So very felt very classy, And so yeah, I feel very uplifted.
Nice. I do too,
a little
dude.
silly, but in a focused way.
Well, yeah, you were still like full Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
Twice.
I have not gotten lost in my thoughts yet.
Twice you were Frank the Tank.
Yep.
And
Twice on the board.
And I'm still on guardrails too. We've been on topic the whole time, and we mime melded. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Flores Farms, we have a winner.
That's it.
So
that's the winner.
I got to tell you something. Well, you know what? First, I got to ask you this: what was your 420 like?
My 420 was very nice.
Really?
Yeah, so I told you I was going to go to that burger place that my friend kept talking about, and then it was like, and he was like, "You want to go to this burger place?" And I was like, "The one that you keep talking about?" And he was like, "Yeah, let's go." And so we went. It was great.
Really?
Oh my God, so great! And they had a 420 special.
What?
Yeah, they have a single burger, they have a double burger, right? If you got the double burger and a drink, then
Uh-huh.
you got fries for free. And I was gonna get a single burger and fries, which would have been the same price anyway. So
You
yeah.
went for the double?
So I went for the double burger, and I didn't feel like too full.
Oh,
afterwards.
okay.
And the fries, they got like a swivel to them, like
Curly fry?
They're a little bit of a curl, but not really. It's more of a swivel.
Oh, it's probably by design, maybe?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's and it was. And you just sit at the counter. You order
Right.
and you sit at the counter, and like the grill's right there. Everything's like you're like in the kitchen.
Now, is it a smashed burger?
It wasn't. No, I don't think it was. Might have been a little smash.
Nice.
But not
like,
not as yeah.
okay.
I think just to cut down the cook time.
Right.
But then you kind of do want that on a double burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that is impressive.
Yeah.
Double burger?
Double burger.
I salute you, dude.
Thank you. And then I went to Prospect Park.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. It was like so my friend's friend has a memorial bench
Right.
there. So we went and we hung out the bench, but it's like in this like magical part of Prospect Park.
Oh,
that's
wow.
like off the path, and
Right.
there's like this and I guess it used to have like water flowing into it.
Right.
So they were calling it the Veil. And, then I'm like, I'm not sure if it's actually called a veil or if they were just messing with my head and I was so high. And I'm like, yes, we're in the Veil. So this area is called the Veil. And it really, you don't feel like you're anywhere.
Really?
It's great.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you had a good 420.
It's nice.
And it was a good day, too.
Yeah.
It was like the perfect weather. I'm just kind of glad that I didn't go to any of the hot spots. Because I saw the Instagram post, and it was like, it was a lot of people.
This is a day for the newbies.
It is so many people.
Like, it's like St. Patrick's Day and going getting wasted. It's like you can celebrate St. Patrick's Day,
right,
and not be wasted.
Right.
So you can celebrate. I mean, celebrating 420, but we are smoking. But we're not going to the shops and like the parties and all that.
Right.
That's to get them all excited.
Right. Wow, it was wild. And then there was the video of, I think it was Washington Square Park, where all the trash was just everywhere.
Oh,
I was like, oh no.
I didn't see that. I saw them.
Dude.
I saw the vendors setting up their tables and tents, and the cops coming around and being like, you can't have any tents and tables.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
But then what?
I don't know how
So wait.
I think they were allowed to be out there and have their spaces, but they weren't allowed to have tents or tables.
So what are you supposed to do?
I did not follow up on anything.
That is so odd because now I'm thinking like, what are you laying out? Like you're selling, those purses on the street? Like, no.
I mean, you could do that. Why not?
I know, but
It's
there's got to
Washington
be
Square Park. It's 420. It's also like it's very vibey, right? Yeah, we don't need these things.
Okay.
These are just extra things that we waste money on.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
You know what? I got a story to tell you, and I'm going to make sure I get it in before we go to another break.
Yeah.
Extra stuff.
Will he get the story in?
This is in conjunction with my first Uber ride.
Ooh.
So this is going to be good. So there was a chili cook-off in Staten Island, and it was for the whole, I think it was for the city.
Okay.
So I was invited to compete. And it was, of course, at like 10 in the morning to like noon or whatever it was. But you had to get to Staten Island.
Yeah.
So my buddy, who was living in the city at the time, gave me a lift, but he wasn't feeling well, and I didn't know that. So when he got to the venue with me, he was like, bro, I'm not going to be able to stay. I got to go back home and just like... So
no.
I had the big tent.
Okay.
I had the tent. I had the portable stoves, 2 of them.
2 portable stoves.
And the table. And then I had the chair that you like fold out or whatever. The
I would like to go on record that I think for this situation, having a table is useful. Especially if you have something that's going to be plugged in.
Oh no, it's not even plugged in. It's those portable stoves that use those cans of butane.
Okay.
So I had
well, probably
2 of those.
safer up higher.
Yes. So like it was so nuts because the whole time I'm competing, I'm like, I don't even care if I win.
Yeah.
How the hell am I getting back home?
Oh, you're like, it doesn't even matter anymore.
I don't even care.
I've just been dropped off, and now I live in Staten Island.
I'm living here in this park in Staten Island.
Yeah.
So
It's your new home.
this is my new home, Dom. So now when the contest is over, I'm like, oh, shit, how am I getting home? I'm like, okay, first things first, I got to get rid of all these pots and this, that, and the other. I get rid of the pots because there's still chili in it, because I was, you're giving it away to all the people or whatever. I'm like, you want this? Take it. So they took it.
Are you yelling that at
Oh, no.
them as
Oh,
you're
I'm not
putting
yelling.
it
I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling.
Here, take it. I hope you enjoy it. How do you get off of this island? Don't even answer me. I don't need an answer right now. Please enjoy the food.
So wait. So I am packed up. My first thing is like, okay, I got to just pack all this shit up.
Okay.
All right, I pack it up, and then the organizer, he was really cool. He's like, look, I understand. Don't worry. I'll get you a cab. We can get you as far as the ferry.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I'll take that. So get in, big minivan, get to the ferry. And the ferry's free.
Yeah.
So
It's a great ferry.
it's a great ferry.
If you love ferries, Staten Island Ferry is a real good one.
Oh, I've been to that park multiple times for cooking events.
Mhm.
So I get it. So I get on the ferry. Everyone's looking at me like, how the hell did he do this? Because I got the tent, the table, the portable stoves, and all this other stuff. And they're like, what? How did he do it?
Yeah.
I just did it. So then I get to the Manhattan side, and there's all these yellows. And what did all of the yellows do? Even the big vans,
Off duty?
they ignore me.
Yeah.
They ignore me. And I'm like, I'm going to Queens, to those airports. And this was back in the day when it was really worth it, I guess, for them to wait in the airport.
Yeah.
Because that's how I would get home after the club. I would always get home after the club, and my one of my homies can verify this. It was always around Katz's.
Okay.
I'd find a cab, 4, 5 in the morning. I'm like, I'm going to blah, 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 blah. They're like, oh, you're near Kennedy? Let's go. I'm going to go sleep there. This is perfect. And I'm going to make some money too.
Yeah.
Get in. So it was always mwah. So this day, nothing. And I'm there for at least a half an hour by the ferry, just with all this stuff. And everybody's casing me because they're like, what is this guy doing? What has he got? This looks interesting. It's a big tent. Maybe I can take it. I don't know. I'm like, please take it.
Yeah.
I don't want it anymore.
Yeah. Who wants to rob me? I'm actually
Please.
I'm offering up the following things to be stolen.
I would rather take the R train than travel with more of this shit. So I think about it. I was like, oh wait, Uber is a thing. So I get on my phone or whatever, download it, put in all the information, and I put in the ride. A friggin' Suburban just pulls up.
Right there.
Right there. And then all the cabs that ignored me are still there, waiting for people and not getting anything.
Yeah.
But then the Uber guy comes out, loads everything in, and I get into the back of this Suburban, lower my window, and I wave bye-bye to the yellow cabs forever. That's what my first Uber ride was like, dude.
Yeah.
And that was all that stuff.
And that's when you take an Uber,
Yeah.
right?
Carrying all that stuff was unreal.
Yeah.
I used to do that type of stuff a lot.
No. Yeah, I definitely I think about old me. Yeah, carrying way too much.
Right.
And you're just like, why?
Well, you want to get it all done in one trip. That's like
I
the grocery
know.
trip.
Lazy man load.
Yeah.
That's what my mom always said to me when I'd have to go to the basement to go get whatever they needed from the basement. Definitely as a child, I was like, you had kids so you didn't have to go to the basement anymore, right?
The lazy man load.
Yeah, my dad's like, yep, that's exactly right. Go down to the basement and get the following. And I would do it all in one trip, and it would be way too much. But guess what? Didn't break anything.
I love it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
My mom's like, can you do 2 trips? I was like, can you do 1?
See? Look at that.
Yeah, if you did 1 trip and I did 1 trip, this would have been done. But no, you're sending me to do the whole thing, so I'm going to do it the way I want to do it.
And with that, I got my story in.
You got your story in before break?
And you got another one in.
I know.
Oh, wow. Look at you were
Look at
like
that.
beaming, dude.
I am, because I'm like, I did get another story. I didn't realize I had gotten another story yet until you had pointed it out.
Improv snaps.
I know, sometimes I don't
Improv
even know
snaps.
I'm doing it.
Improv snaps right there
Yes.
for you. And we will be right back after this quick smoke break. Dude.
Hey. When he said Dom's name, I was like, did he just call Karen the wrong name? And I was like, because I didn't see you coming.
Bro, you're fucking nuts, dude. Holy shit. Dude, I got something for you. Be ready for this. Why? This is going to make it even better. Take a sniff of that.
Yes.
Holy shit, dude. This is fucking nuts. Okay. All right. Woo. Oh my God. Yo, my 420 was nuts.
Yeah?
My 420. Holy shit. Oh, I can never get my ass into this chair. And I'm going to leave that in too. Somebody listened. A high school friend listened, and he was like, oh my God, this is hysterical.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
High school friends. You
I
know
was
what?
like-
It's nice when you hear from high school friends, and they're like, I like the thing that you're doing right now. And you're like, yes.
Yo, I was at the bar a couple months ago, and I was like, yeah, I got a podcast, involving cannabis and this and that. And somebody was like, of course you would.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I like that a lot. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're like, about time.
And we are back with episode 12, cinnamon roll OG.
Yum, yum.
Extra frosting.
Yeah.
You know what? Yours.
Well, not too much. It's too sweet.
You don't want it like.
I want the perfect amount.
There is no perfect amount because it always ends up like covering the entire thing.
Yeah.
I just want it like in the pattern of the,
You
cinnamon
want
roll.
it?
In the
Oh, you want it
swirl.
in the swirl.
That's it. That's all I want. I've never liked frosting as a kid.
Okay.
Never liked it. I'm just like, ugh.
Then maybe you need a looser rolled cinnamon bun. So then, because the frosting goes on at the end, so you wouldn't bake it with the frosting. But if it's a little bit looser and you
Right.
can get the frosting into the middle, then maybe we can get you what you want.
Oh, wow.
Okay, what's next on the list?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Megan.
great, we did it.
I wish there was. I cannot wait for the day we get a soundboard because there's going to be a lot of yay every time you make some point. There has to be. We have to have a soundboard soon.
Okay.
When we get to that level. When. So.
When we get that sweet, sweet soundboard money because of Jardians. I love it. Do you think that our commercial would start off with us being in like the podcaster room?
And then,
They haven't done that yet.
And then it opens.
It's every person.
And then we're like snapping
Yeah.
and dancing. Oh my God.
Yeah, and then
Man.
and I'm like, I'll be
Oh my
honest,
God.
I'm not taking Jardians. I
Dude.
just love the song.
You know what I forgot to tell you? Oh my God. I forgot to tell you that I finally canceled the subscription to Backstage.
Wow.
Yes.
For how long did you have it?
I think I had it since 22.
20. Okay, that's 3 years.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what's funny? The casting notices that I would get just got progressively like not for me.
Yeah.
And
But that's good. You outgrew it.
yeah, and you know what the last casting notice I got was?
Oh no.
Oh, this is a good one, Dom.
I'm
and
nervous.
Karen, I don't know if you're there, but it was for Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
Pop the Balloon. The one on Netflix. I'm not doing that. Are you kidding me?
Now I have to be honest. I am not too up on Pop the Balloon.
Okay.
Now, from the photo I think I saw of the show,
Right.
you know what? I don't understand it. Because there was a game of like balloon, like you carry the balloon as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Does it have to do anything with that?
No. So it's like
No.
it's really just a dating game. So
It's a
like
dating
so
game. Mine
you
was so much more innocent and fun.
you walk into a room full of men, right?
If I like them, I pop their balloon?
No. If they like you, they pop the if they don't like you, they pop the balloon.
Wow. So, how many balloons do I get?
Several.
So I walk in with a whole thing of balloons.
No, they're already holding it. with needles in hand.
They're holding my balloon.
So
each one.
So they're like, hey.
This seems like a cruel show.
You know what I mean? But it's also pretty friggin' funny because some of the people they get are very confident within themselves.
Yeah.
And
so it's fun to see them being taken down.
Comeuppance. Comeuppance.
Ooh.
Comeuppance.
Do you remember the show Next?
Yes.
MTV. Now see here, that's reminding me of Next, but this seems like a meaner Next.
Yes.
Because Next was just like it was before we swiped. Like left and right, just said next.
Yeah, but Next was kind of mean too.
Next was kind of mean, but it was also done with people in their early 20s.
And 19.
Yeah, you're like, you guys aren't making good choices at all right now anyway.
Frosted tips.
Yeah, so this is great.
Puka shell necklace.
Listen, I love myself a puka shell necklace.
Self tanner.
Yeah.
Mascara.
Woo.
Low-rise jeans.
He knows how to express himself.
So that was the one that like broke the camel's back. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm set. I'm good.
These are no longer for me, but they are for other people. So yeah, backstage exists for the people that want those auditions.
But then like I follow a lot of casting companies on IG. And then some of the stuff that you see, it's like, what? Yeah. You want streaking for 3 days?
Yeah.
For $1,200?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No way, dude.
That's not enough money.
No.
No, that's way low.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because what is it? 120 each day?
No, $1,204 over the course of 3 shoot days.
Oh, okay. So it's like
1,204 over 8 hours.
Okay, so like 400 each day.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's better. I thought it was 120 each day.
No. What do you think of that now?
Well, I'm still not going to do it.
Now, and I want to know what this show is now, too, because you know it's not the real name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the other thing. If you're signing up to do that, you need to know more about the project. Like,
but they all have the code name.
Yeah.
Even in castings.
Yeah, but if you got to that
point,
far,
you'll figure it out.
They would also be able to tell you more. They just can't. They have to be discreet in the description. So many codes. I'm tired.
We are tired. But you know what? I'm going to bring you back up.
Okay.
Because I got to talk about how my 420 went.
Yeah.
And it was a good day.
Yeah, you said you had a great time.
Dude, it was amazing because my good friend, I will call him Pen E. King.
Ooh.
My friend Pen E. King really set the tone for the day. And what it is, it's called the Vessel. Wow. It's a battery. It's really sleek, awesome.
It is. It's pretty sexy looking.
It is chef's kiss. Mm-hmm. And I've got the case, too, and I'm living it. I'm loving life. And then, of course, I got Fernway. Whoop, whoop. Fernway Snow Dog. So that got me started on the course of the day.
Nice.
And it was super chill because all we did was have like a nice brunch or whatever. Then Easter candy. I was like, yes. Yeah. That was amazing. And we were just chilling. And I had the day off. So I was just relaxing until like maybe I'd say 3 o'clock because my mom was like, yeah, come by at 4 because she was in church doing all her stuff.
Yeah.
So we get there and it is immaculate.
Yeah.
We arrive. And I kid you not.
Full of Easter candy.
Full of Easter candy and Easter joy. We pull up to her door at 4:20. I was like, what? Yeah. I was like, no way. I looked at my watch. I was like, huh? I was like, this is yet another sign. Yet another sign. Because earlier in the day, I was talking to my ladybug, my lady love, and I was like just going over like a bunch of stuff that's happened to me over the course of like the past year or two or whatever. And I was like, my attitude has really changed, really all about gratitude and just really embracing whatever comes and dealing with it and moving forward. Like nothing is really a rejection. It's just like a redirection because you never know. You might not have been ready for it at the time. And then it might come back around anyway when you're ready and it'll be really awesome. So I was, talking about all that. And then I was thinking about one of the projects that I'm working on with you, hopefully for this summer.
Okay. Right.
And I'm like, how am I able to convince, folks of such a thing? Like, I feel like I'm Kramer, like Black Kramer or something, where I'm falling ass backwards into stuff. And I'm like really embracing it. And I said it out loud. I was like, I wish my grandma was able to embrace that too. And it just like hit me like that brick in Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
Like, boom. I was like, oh my gosh.
Do you think that he took that brick hitting him as an epiphany?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely.
That's good. I mean, I'm going to watch that movie differently. This is holiday season. I'm going to be like, wow, he's not in pain. He is now.
He's enlightened.
He is healed.
He is enlightened. He's enlightened. Marv.
So you got hit with the healing brick.
Yes. And I was like, that's what it's all about. Even if it's like you fall ass backwards into something, you're still into it.
Yep.
And you're making it work somehow. And you're accepting it and you're grateful for it and you're finding the humor in all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, it just really hit me. I was just like, and for the rest of the day, I was LIVIN,
Nice.
living. And then Easter dinner came around and it was just like, so good.
Yes.
So good.
That's a great day.
It was a good day because I lent my mom one of my Pyrex dishes. All right, hold on, my West Indian people. Pyrex. I handed over my Pyrex last Christmas and she kept it and I never really got it. So I visited her a couple weeks ago before Easter.
And you never brought it out? You're like, I'll just let her keep it.
Because I was like, you know what? Let her keep it because I don't feel like lugging it back home or whatever.
Yeah.
So when I visited her a couple weeks ago before Easter, I was like, you know what? Put the leftovers in this. So she made the macaroni and cheese in there and she carved out like, boom, a slab. And then everything else was a leftover. Yes. So I had this thing with the two handles living until Thursday.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
That's so nice.
Woo! Oh.
And Thursday really is also a safe time to probably eat all those leftovers. That was the last. You had to eat them.
I had to. And the fridge, super freaking cold. So it was like mint.
Yes, fridge is working.
And then I was off on Monday. So it was.
So you could just sleep in.
Oh, I did.
Nice.
I took it so chill. And I was like, this is what 420 is.
Yes.
This is what it is. And I was like, I can't wait. You know why? Next year, it's on a Monday.
Ooh.
It's on a Monday. Yeah, but wait, it's a Monday.
Mondays are fun.
I know. So there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
It's fun when mischief making can happen on a Monday. Because it's like, it's nice to see also who's slipping away in the office in the afternoon.
That's right.
And everybody goes to the park. So
my gosh.
having the day off and being able to people watch on a 420 on a Monday, that's fun.
Oh, man. So there was one day, I think it was last summer, before my ladybug's birthday, went shopping or whatever down in like that Astor Place area. Hottest day of the year because her birthday's in July. Mm-hmm. Woot woot. You too.
Yeah.
So I'm
up.
getting all that stuff and I'm dripping. And I see a bar and I'm like, okay, I'm going to eat something, drink a bunch of water, and at least have 2 beers. Okay. So in comes this like executive type.
Okay, he's doing
for
business.
lunch. But do you know what this man has? He's drinking tequila.
I was about to say, what's the drink he's hiding right now?
Tequila.
Nice.
And it was like New York City 90 degree, 70% humidity. I was like, ugh. He made my stomach hurt.
Yeah.
Like you see who's slipping away. And this was like at least, I say 2 in in July.
Yeah. He was in pain.
He was running. He was running from, not running to.
Yeah. Well, I hope he's doing better.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? We just said running to. That's how I felt like last Sunday. I felt I ran to it. And it just hit me head on. And I was like, oh, wow, this makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And I was, what was funny? After I said it out loud, I think not just thinking it, but saying it out loud, my shoulders got lighter and I just walked like taller.
Yeah.
It was really, really interesting. Really good. I felt good. But with that being said, we are hitting what? Oh my gosh.
I think we're
We're almost there. We're almost there.
Yeah.
So I got to tell you something really fun that I did.
It better be fun.
No, it's good. It's good. It involves this book
Yes.
right here in front of you.
Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to talk about this book.
See, oh, yeah, there we go.
He's going to get to it.
See?
It's right in front of him. Hey, he can't forget
You
it.
can't forget that guardrail.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, bam, right
There you
there. So, Rihanna got an extra ticket to this literary event. Because I didn't know what to call it. It wasn't a book signing.
Okay.
So, but it was a reading.
A book reading?
You say book reading?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know because phonetically.
I guess you could say it was a literary event, but that also sounds very proper. It's like, oh, I went to a literary event.
That's how I
But,
felt.
yeah.
That's how I felt when I was typing it. I went to a literary event.
Yeah.
At Mighty Lucky.
Yeah, which is true.
259 Bowery.
Oh, yes.
One of the luckiest places you could ever be in the city. Oh, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
So it was really fun. And it was so awesome because...
Okay, so this book is called Just Say Yes.
Yes.
It's a marijuana memoir.
Yes, by Catherine Hiller.
Catherine
So
Hiller.
it's the 10th anniversary edition. So she's added chapters to it. And it's a really good read. I didn't start it yet, but she read like a couple chapters, like excerpts from a few chapters. And then she took questions. And it was really, really great. She's been partaking since she was 16, I believe. And she's currently 78.
Wow.
And one of the interesting stories that she was sharing was about her dealer. She said that she was able to then introduce her kids to the dealer. It was amazing.
Keep it in the family.
It was so...
I mean, if it's somebody that you trust and you want to pass it on.
Exactly. I was like, that is amazing. And she just had a really like great vibe about her. So hopefully, knock on wood, it's on the calendar for May 5th.
Ooh.
Cinco de Drinko, I believe.
Cinco de Drinko.
That's a fun weekend. So we will be able to speak with her about this book.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
So that's next week.
Yes, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to talking to her about it. I'm looking forward to starting the reading for this book. And it's like, there's only $17.
Nice.
That's it.
That's affordable.
Exactly.
In this market?
Yes, in this
right.
economy. And it's like, it looks like an easy read, a fun read, because it's a topic that it will interest you.
Yeah.
Especially if you are able to partake. So my plan is to partake, read a bunch, and take it from there.
Cool.
I'm very excited. Just Say Yes.
Just Say Yes.
A marijuana memoir, 10th anniversary edition by Catherine Hiller. Go check it out. We will put it in the description, and I cannot wait to watch you interact with Catherine because it's going to be fun.
Great.
I'm looking forward to it, and it's going to be really good, and I'm excited about it. And, again, 420 was really awesome because I got celebrated the way I wanted to.
Isn't that nice?
No competition, no overconsumption, nothing, just ride the wave.
Yeah.
And that was it, and it was a good friggin' week.
Nice.
It was a good friggin' week. What else is on your mind, dude?
I want to know what this other book is.
Oh, so this other book, this is called The Other. A great magazine.
It's like she's not a mermaid, but I thought she was a mermaid.
Oh, yeah. It's very celestial.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Celestial.
That was nice.
Thank you.
Very smooth. Okay.
So this is called The Other. This is their spring edition. You can find it at all dispensaries around the city. I actually picked up one yesterday at Trends out in Long Island City. They're really good people out there.
Magazine.
Yeah, dude, it's really cool. It's really cool. Really cool.
It's nice, good images. It's also, for those out there that love to vision board, there's some good buzzwords here and good imagery.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you vision board?
I sure do.
No way.
I love vision boarding.
Wait, do you have a vision board now?
Yeah, so usually I do cut out, but you know what? This year I did it a little differently. I'm like still drawing it, and so I'm like kind of still adding to it. So that's how, yeah.
Wait, you draw it?
Yeah, I just have it in like, yeah.
What? That is amazing.
You might not ever see it, but it does exist.
No, that's really personal.
But this is also very good for.
Well, you know what? It's yours, my friend. It is yours.
Yay!
Go for it and let us know what you think about it and what visions are you getting out of the latest edition of The Other magazine.
Well, I can't wait.
Spring 2025. Grab a copy today.
Do it.
So, we are now where? We are at that point? Are we at that point?
We are.
Because you got to go see a movie.
I'm going to go to the movies.
I love that. This is your plan of action is so impressive.
Yeah.
And like I'm feeling impressed right now too because we are rolling and we are rocking.
Yeah.
I flipped it. It's okay.
Rolling with the homies.
What? Oh my God. Rolling with the homies. I went to see that opening weekend by myself and it was like amazing.
I was a little bit younger.
Oh yeah, I was 17.
Yeah, so
Dude.
I was 10.
Yeah, there's no way.
We had to we were allowed to watch it when it came out on VHS.
Right.
But I was on a girl, I think it was Girl Scout trip. We were on a bus and it was playing, and then they got to the part where they're in gym class and she gets the nose job, and it was like balls flying at your face. Well, there goes your social life.
Oh, yeah.
That whole part. And then one of the chaperones turned it off. Because they're like, you guys are way too young. It's like, we're not supposed to understand the blowjob joke.
Yeah, but
but now I understand it's a blowjob joke. I didn't know.
No, it wasn't.
Huh?
It wasn't a blowjob joke, was it?
Balls coming towards her face?
Yeah. Are you serious? I thought it was just like that friggin' Marsha when she got hit with the football. Wait, what?
I believe so.
There goes your social life. No, I remember the line. There goes your social life.
Yeah.
I thought it's because her nose is broken. She's not going to be like looking hot.
Because she's a slut.
No! Oh my God! And with that, that is episode.
That's how you end it. That's how you end an episode.
That is episode number 12. Cinnamon Roll OG.
We're out.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Megan.
And we are out. Later.